Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just playing some more Killing Floor 1 and just talking about stuff. So I'll just stop rambling and we'll get right into it. Ooh, thank y'all for chilling, as always. Yeah, no, this reminds me of wandering into the wrong part of Chicago. Which I almost have done as a child. I'm not from Chicago per se, but I used to go there all the time. When I was younger, I was in and out of bands and stuff like that. I used to play guitar, bass. I could play a little bit of drums. I was able to sing a little bit. Beautiful voice. But I was in a ska band. Ooh, as a bass player. Well, I guess that it wasn't my that wasn't the time. Well, I was a bass player in a ska band. It's kind of a brag. Bass and ska is fucking hard. And here we got all the medic weapons that I can't afford, and I'll probably use. I mean, we all know what that is. Yeah, we'll see what kind of money we can make. I don't know about the katana, because yeah, I don't know about melee right now. And don't worry, this will only be a minute. This isn't what the video is about, but that's what this map kind of just reminds me of. Really, I'm hitting his thingy. I'm hitting his red thingy, and he's not doing nothing. But anyway, no, my buddy, he had a ska band. This was before I had, or yeah, this was before I was in mine. But they were located in Chicago, and like not in a good part of Chicago. Oh my God, I'm gonna die to this cunt. And it wasn't a good part of Chicago. Oh my God, why weren't my bullets going where I wanted them to? Yeah, it was in a really bad part. So there was this one time, me and my buddy were going to get cigarettes down the street, from the guy's place, and we got stopped by a little old black lady. She was a real nice lady, and she was just like, "Don't keep going down that street," because we kept walking when we were supposed to turn left, and she was just like, they'll have fun with you if you keep going, and yada 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 yada, and all this other shit. We were in a bad part of Chicago. Like the guy that had the house, he was renting it for like next to nothing because it was like in the hood. You know, like there were shootings all the time in his neighborhood. So we were really stupid. Well, needless to say, we did not go down that street. We turned left and we went and grabbed cigarettes and then went back. But anyway, that's not what the video is about. I love this bass riff. But you know, yeah. I don't know, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to hear any more stories of, you know, my shenanigans in the city or whatever, I don't know. Over the years, I got a lot of them. I've been over there. I used to go to the city when I was younger, and I am kind of a mover still, I guess. But we used to have a lot of work in the city until the city turned to literal shit, and then we almost got robbed like so many times. Oh shit. So fuck all that. You know, when you're like to the point where you're about to like stab a motherfucker, you know, because I don't know. I was pushed pretty far to a point where I thought I was gonna have to like, I don't know, hurt somebody very badly a couple of times, and I don't like that. Just don't like it. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. And like I said, if you want more stories, more crazy stories, join the Discord. I'm there when I can. Ooh, lately I've been busy and all sorts of shit. Ooh, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I picked the wrong map for this. Is it a medic grenade? No, thank God. Holy shit. Oh no. Can it heal me? It does. That's clutch. I probably won't use it though. Oh man, did you see that? There was like one frame of perfect Killing Floor 1 jiggle physics. That was amazing. But anyway, I spent my whole weekend in racing mode because there was I like F1. I'm not like the monster fan of F1. My brother-in-law more likes that. But I watched the Monaco race, and then I watched because I talked about this video or talked this in about my video last week. Watched the 8500. Yeah, a lot of people wrecked, and of course one of them was one of my guys. So yeah, that sucks. But it was a good race. The person, does it poison them or no? Or is that just a waste? I wanted to get it for more. Oh, God, I don't want to get puked on. I did it for more damage than self-healing. So, I mean, I guess, like, there you go. You guys got to see it. But, yeah, the Indy 500, my guy cried. But then the guy that won has been dominating the whole season. He doesn't seem like a bad dude. I guess he's been, I just started watching again this year. I guess he's been dominant the last couple. So, that's a guy that used to race for the team that I like, that my family's loosely associated with. Yeah, when I was growing up, my family was involved with Indy. My grandfather, and 3 of my uncles, his sons, all worked for, well, it's no mystery what area I'm from. So it's they worked for Dale Coyne Racing. In the very beginning, when he started, up until through the partnership with Walter Payton, because it was Payton Coyne Racing in the 90s. And Walter Payton was actually kind of a family friend. That's fucking wild, you know? Like, I didn't really understand the gravity of it when I was a kid. This was, like, way back, dude. Like, they stopped really associating with them after my grandfather died in 95. Because my uncles were just, like, torn apart. I don't know. My one uncle, went through similar things that I went through with my mom, with his dad, so with my grandfather. So, yeah, they kind of he stuck around and contributes. As far as I know, he does stuff still. Like I don't know. I don't want to like give too much away. I'm not rich. We don't come from. I'm not connected or anything like that. Otherwise, I'd probably be a fucking driver. I would have been able to get into karting as a kid. But that shit's expensive, bro. And then after my, after my mother passed on Halloween, the racing season started, and I just felt like watching it, because, you know, she was into it still. Like, she would follow the team and everything, even though we haven't really been associated with them. And I mean, since Peyton died, or since my grandfather died, so that was before Walter Payton. Which is weird, because we got, like, condolences and shit from him, which is weird, because he was actually kind of friends with my grandfather, which is, again, I don't know, I'm going to say it's weird, right? I'm going to say that a lot. Yeah, so I just started watching it again, and I don't know. I know that our team is, they're low. They're the smallest team. He has no money. He's always been known, Dale Coyne's always been known for being like the scrappy guy, you know. He finds a way to stick around. Like, oh my God. If you know anything about it, like racing or anything, it's, you know, to have a team and then to be able to afford it. Teams come and go all the time. I remember we were also associated with Newman Haas Racing, which had the Andretti's. And fucking Nigel Mansell back in the goddamn day. He was a beast. He was an asshole, but he was a beast. And, yeah, no, like, what was I getting at? I was just another brag. And for people that don't know what that is, woohoo. That was a team owned by, I don't know, Haas. He owns a bunch of, they own a bunch of teams in F1 and in NASCAR. Not anymore in Indy, and Paul Newman. Paul Newman was involved with it. And, yeah, they had some of the best drivers back in the day, right? And Paul Newman died, right? And that team no longer exists. So the fact that, that DCR is still around is amazing all on its own. I don't know. I've always been kind of proud of it. I remember walking up to those things as a kid, dude. Like, I never knew the gravity of the situation. It was like 5 and younger, pretty much, you know? Like, around that. I think my uncles worked there for a little while after my grandfather died. But it wasn't that long. It was just a couple years, probably. Maybe up until Walter Payton passed. So it wasn't really that long. I don't know. I was definitely younger than 10 the last time I was up. I was able to walk up to an Indy car, and, you know. So that was pretty cool in the 90s, and those were like the best cars. Best era. Woohoo, almost. I mean, you can argue it, but... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna panic now. Try hard, try hard, try hard, try hard, try hard. He almost aimbotted me. Did you see that? Damn. I know I say this a lot, but I think I'm gonna die. I don't know. It was Ooh, what? Oh, okay. I was like, I hear breathing. But then they come jumping down from there. I'm looking around. I'm not. Oh my god. Die, die, die. Fuck. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was a fucking flesh pound behind her. Oh god, I thought it was a different kind of flesh pound. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, I wasn't really, oh my god. Wasn't going to talk about that. That's not what this video was going to be about. It was about, because I also watched, oh my god. I also watched the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600. So I watched a lot of, I was in racing mode, 100%. Oh no. And that was pretty good. There were crash outs. There's always a oh my god. And not the kind of crash out we're used to on social media. Both races had a lot. There were a lot in the 500 and in the 600. There were a lot of crashes. A lot of people didn't finish, including our guy that had to struggle to get in to begin with. Poor guy. He's a good driver. He's a really good driver. It's just also poor DCR. They don't have any money. They're not a well-funded team. It's not like it's fucking Penske. And to get prepared for all that, you know what I did. You know what kind of channel this is. I got the medic assault rifle to see if that would be any better than, or, you know, I don't know. Just to try it, I guess. I guess we saw all the weapons. I think it's a first. We checked out all the weapons on my channel in the first go-around for a class. But anyway, yeah, in preparation for that, I watched Talladega Nights, and I've been playing NASCAR Heat 5 like a fucking crackhead. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I was originally going to talk about, was Talladega Nights. But who the fuck hasn't seen that? I mean, I talk about popular movies all the time, but you know what I mean. Comedies, it's hard to... I like covering like horror, I guess, and like other types of movies. Comedies, it's just like, oh, this part was funny, haha. You know, but like Talladega Nights is just too goddamn good. And you know what's funny? Years later, I find out that that whole invisible fire thing is actually a real risk in racing. So that part adds a whole new layer. Oh shit! If you don't believe me, or if you want proof, or you know, I mean, some people believe me, but you know, if you want to see it for yourself, just search it on. Oh shit! Search it on YouTube. Invisible fire. Oh. Like racing invisible fire or something like that, you know what I mean? Google it. It's actually, it's straight out of the movie. It's like, this is Ricky Bobby. Oh god, I got a pissed off snowman. Yeah, it took me a long time. I learned that way later than I should have, considering I come from like a kind of a racing family. Not, you know, none of my family were drivers or anything. They were mechanics. See how this thing goes against it. Not very good. That was a mistake. Oh, they all blew up at once. I forget. KF2, I don't think they all blow up at once. I haven't played KF2 in a minute either, so I don't know. I get these games, I don't know why. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of NASCAR. It's just like, why would you want to play that? It's boring. It's actually not that bad. I've always enjoyed racing games. Oh my god. There's still 34 left. I've always enjoyed racing games, you know. So it's more fun to play than it is to watch, you know. Some people, that's the problem, is that sometimes it's just really boring to watch racing. And I get it. You know, like I haven't watched, I'm in my mid 30s and I haven't really watched it in probably over 20 years, you know. The only reason why I got back into it is, like I said, my mom was into it. And yeah, she passed away, and I don't know if it's just like I feel a little bit closer. Maybe, I don't know. She didn't watch it really religiously. Like, she kind of followed the team, but she had a lot of pride. She was proud of that, you know. Her dad and all of her brothers, you know, worked for him. They weren't really ever the best, you know, the team or anything like that, but that was never really the point. It was, they were starting out, he was like, my one uncle was literally like one of the first mechanics to ever work with him. And he never went to school for any of the shit. Like, he was just a guy that got a fucking nice, like a Mustang, like a 67 Mustang or something when he was younger, right? And he rebuilt that sucker a million times. Just took it apart and put it back together. Had a passion for cars. That's how he got into it. And then he got into working with Coyne, who is an ex-Indy driver, who started a team while he was still driving, and, you know, probably not having a lot of money. And, you know, looking at it that way, hired my uncle, and my uncle got my other uncles into it, and then my grandpa, and I lied. We got one more gun, and it's Boss Wave, so hopefully it fucking goes well. I don't know, we're probably gonna die, guys, but that's alright. Yeah, I don't know what this video devolved into, just talking about racing and life and whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I started this channel as therapy, kinda, so there you go. Talk about shit. Yeah, this guy's gonna fuck me up. Oh, I fucking hate that. I already regret this decision. Blow yourself up. Oh man, I hate that gun. Where is he? Oh, he's over there, bastard. Shit. Oh yeah, he knocked me into my healing. Is he gonna go to the same spot? Yeah, bitch. He's so hard to see in this game. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't move back. Piece of cake, my ass. Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. Are you interested in that stuff? Do you like racing? I don't know. Do you like racing games? I don't know. I grew up with, like Need for Speed and Midnight Club, even like in a couple of indie games that were pretty cool, pretty good. I think I played a little bit of NASCAR when I was a kid, but yeah, I don't know. I always found those games a lot more fun to play than racing was to watch. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Nowadays it's a little different. I don't really mind. I kind of enjoy it. I appreciate the skill involved, you know what I mean? Like what it takes to actually like start from the back or the middle and make it to the front, you know what I mean? In between all the strategy that's there. There's like so much going on. I don't know. I'm learning a lot about it and just the way the cars work and the way racing works. So I don't know. I've been enjoying it. But anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling and let you get on with your day or night. If you would just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean the world to me. I can't even tell you. You have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.